Leadership in early childhood. Hi, I'm a pre-service early childhood teacher. My name is Mukadda Zara. As a result of my studies, I have been thinking a great deal about the meaning of being a leader in the work of early childhood education and care, not only in terms of the role that leader assumes, but also as a part of the wider professional working with children, collaborating with families, and making a meaningful contribution to a learning community. For this writing, I would like to share what I am learning about leadership, the leadership style I want to be, the professional commitments I will need to make as a future educator, and how this will impact my daily work. I will draw on the early years learning framework, the National Quality Framework, and the ECA Code of the Ethics and Literature that has been informed my thinking all the time. The leadership model that I feel I am most aligned with is distributed leadership. This has moved away from both led top-down model of the leadership and has embraced the concept that leadership is spread across a team among us children, teaching staff, and families. Distributed leadership in ECEC is generally considered as a process of cooperation and sharing of influence and decision making. This is really speaking to me because it is important in early childhood setting that everyone is heard and expertise is recognized regardless of their role or title. And this is spotted in the National Quality Framework in Quality Area 7, which focus on collaborative partnership and effective self-assessment process, which includes all members of the team. However, my attraction to this model is that it is about relational trust. As I work toward becoming a professional, I see myself to be facilitator and open-minded individual and someone who allows for a participative process to award management agreements. But by no means is leadership massive. Leaders of my individual should take initiatives, act ethically, and promote quality, but under a distributed leadership framework. Professional commitments. So, keeping the ECA code of ethics in mind, I would like to tell you about some of the promises I make as a potentially early childhood educator to children. I pledge to recognize them as competent, capable learner with rights and agency. The code of ethics is for educators to do what is in the best interest of all children, and I think it is to make sure all the children feel they belongs to in the environment and I'm a part of. I will open my ears to listen intently to children and cherish their ideas in my activities. I commit to building partnership with families that are genuine, rooted in respect and understanding the family's cultures. Children's first teacher is their family, and my job is to work with this family, not for it. I will be a member of a culture of team where ideas are shared, critical reflection is common practice, and the where we are called to account for our ethical practice. Implication for practice. In what ways does this manifest itself is practice? Who will I will be as a leader, and what values will I embody, and how will this impact my decision? First, distributed leadership is when, as pedagogically working, I am going to involve children is usually shaping decisions. The image of the children as active player in the EYLF also helped me to co-design learning environment, contribute to the constructions of the group agreement, and take leadership in some aspect of play-based inquiry. Secondly, I will proactively share in collegial relation concerning leadership. I do not wait for others and instruction. I will share my thoughts during team meeting, useful to colleagues and willing to learn from colleagues. Yeah, and they might involve, for example, informal check at regular intervals, multiple pathway for family involvements, and ensuring family voices and perspectives are reflected in planning documents. Critical reflection and professional identity. Due to learning journey, I have now come to understand that the role of the leader in ECEC is a post of influence, advocacy, and moral behavior rather than one of the authority. In the beginning, when I was studying, I believed leaders were people that I could see in charge. Thanks to the past few days, I now know that the leaders aren't just the ones who muster at the school and drum up sport. They are the people who stand up for the kids in the most everyday ways, whose relationship with them are trusting, who are constantly learning themselves. I have no idea about what I will become. It's okay, but it is values which grab me like value. I respecting children's right value too. Commitment to equity and inclusion and believe in the power of collaboration. I shall face challenges and rewards for this professional. I am reflective practitioner who asks questions, asks for feedback, and is available for learning and growing. This sport, the qualities of good early childhood leaders founded by the role. So the conclusion. Thank you for helping me with this reflection. I'll look forward to continuing on his journey and on this journey and being an ethical, collaborative, and reflective leader to the early childhood professionalism. Here are some references for my leadership in early childhood education.